Page 28, The Joy of Love. I ain't pronouncing that French. I guess it's French. I don't speak French, so you can do that on your own. You can play the fingering just like it is. There's no problem, but I'm going to suggest some alternatives. Take a look on page 29. Now, this is for the right hand. It's page 29, third line down, third measure. You're up here on an E. If you look at what's common, they want you to go E, then cross over the thumb and get the fourth finger on the D for the next line. I'm suggesting for the E, or the E is okay, the thumb, but for the F sharp, I'm suggesting the third finger. Put the thumb on the D, the first measure of the fourth line, and then cross over to the C sharp. And then for the last chord there, the F sharp D, it's a 1-4. And that works out very well. Just to make sure you understand what you're seeing, take a look at on page 28, third line down, the first measure in the right hand. You see that 2-1 for the fingering? Means you're going to play the E with the second finger and immediately substitute the first finger for it. It's a finger substitution. I do a lot of those. Alright? If you don't like to do that, what you can do is play the D, the last note of the second line, with the second finger, and then cross the thumb under it. And that puts you where you need to go. You're playing chords, except you're playing broken chords. It's one note at a time, right? At the bottom of page 28 is the third and fourth measure. You have this. This is a standard fingering for a broken chord, this broken chord. So I'm saying put the fourth finger on the B, excuse me. B. Yeah. They say put the third finger on the B. I'm saying no. So, that is, in my opinion, a much better fingering. Then over at the top of the page on 29, the last two measures, they're going, you start with a G, and then the C, they're saying 2-1, and then 2, cross over. That's okay, but I think it's easier if you just put the third finger on the C, rather than 2. You don't have to cross over. You just have to reach the 3 up there, one key. Now, as far as the pedal goes, you're pedaling this similar to the way you've been pedaling the few previous pieces in this book that were pedaled. For instance, in this first line, there where the measure where the pedal comes in, you put the pedal down right after you play the notes, the first beat, and then lift it up right before you play the third beat, so we get a little bit of silence so we can separate the phrases. Your left hand doesn't have any silence, it's just keep going. It's the right hand that has the silence. Same thing for the next line. Now at the bottom of page 28, where you have the pedal on those two measures, put the pedal down right after you play the notes. Lift the pedal up with the hands at the same time, and that'll give you the silence you need before you play at the top of page 29. The last measure, which is the fine measure, it's the second ending. It's the last measure on page 28. You have here, and the pedal's already down. The fermata, I'm going to hold that for 4 counts instead of 2, and we'll lift the hands and the pedal at the same time at the end of 4 counts. So you already know then the roadmap. You're going to go down to the bottom, you play the first ending, there's no repeat sign, so you go on. Well, you don't play the second ending the first time, you skip it. So you go to page 29, you play it, you get a DCL fine, that takes you back to the beginning, page 28 again, you play it down, and this time you play the second ending. 3/4 time with a pickup, I'll give you 2 counts, let's try this out and see what happens. Watch out for the accidentals. Bring out the melody that happens to be on the top notes of the right hand. So the right hand starts here, left hand here, foot's on the pedal. I'll give you 2 counts. Ready, go. There are numerous recordings of this available. All right. Don't know if it's this arrangement. I don't know if the recording of this arrangement is on YouTube. In case it isn't, let me give you an idea what it sounds like. I have a feeling you already know.